Hi, my name is Bintu, and in this Android lecture we learn how to add a splash screen to our Android app. Splash screen is a screen which is shown just for 3-4 seconds, showing the company logo and the developer's name. It is a sort of small introductory information of the company. After showing the small introduction of the company or the developer, the splash screen will vanish and the main screen, the main homepage of the app will start. So let us learn all the steps that are required in adding a splash screen to an Android app. In this app, we'll learn to create a splash screen which will appear like this. This is a splash screen. It will show the app name, developer name, and after 4 seconds, it will navigate to the home page. This is the home page of the app where you will be signing up and doing other activities. And this is the code for this. These are the steps for displaying the splash screen, and this is the code for that. I'll be explaining you each and every line. Please watch the video up till the end. So let us start. So the first step is to launch the Android Studio. This is Android Studio, and I'll select start a new Android Studio project. Obviously I'll select the empty activity, select next. It is asking you for the name of the project. Let's give the name as, say, food delivery app, right? And the package name should be a bit unique. It is having my name Harvani, so it is unique, no doubt. And the language selected is Kotlin, and minimum SDK by default is API 19, that is KitKat. Let it be. Click on finish. So this my app is created. See, this is activity underscore main, that is the home page of my project, right? And obviously in this empty activity I get the text view by default. This is that. I'll replace this text hello world by the text home page to say that this is the home page of my application. In reality, on this page will be a sign up form with a link of sign in or forgot password. And if you don't know how to create a sign up form or sign in, please view my earlier lectures, right? Because the focus of this lecture is to understand how the splash screen is added to the app, I'll keep it simple, right? So the home page is there. I'll increase its text size to 30 sp and I'll make it bold, right? Let it be. I don't want to do much work on the main activity file. Now I have to add one extra activity file which will run before this main activity. Okay, so I'll right click on this com.harvani.fooddeliveryapp package, select new and select this activity option. And from this option I'll select empty activity. It's asking me what is the name that you want to give to this activity. I'll give the name as splash screen activity. It can be any name, right? And by default this dialog box is creating a layout file by name activity underscore splash underscore screen .xml, obviously, and I'll select finish. This splash screen activity file already has certain code and it is loading my activity underscore splash underscore screen layout file. That means this Android Studio has already provided me the code along with the activity to load this layout file. So this is the layout file which is provided to me, right? Now I want a logo and the two text view in this splash screen layout file, right? Because this is my food app, so I'll be requiring a image of it, and this is the image I'm providing you. This is the tasty samosa image file. You can replace it by your company logo. So I'll copy it and I'll paste it into this drawable folder. It is confirming that is this the folder where you want to paste this. I'll select OK. It's asking me whether you want to change the name of this pasted image file. I'll keep it tasty samosa only. I'll click on OK. So it has come. I'll be using this pic as the logo of my app, right? Okay, so I'll do what? I'll go to my layout file again and I'll drag and drop. I'll go into this widgets and I'll drag and drop this image view, this component over on my layout file. It's asking me what image you want to be pasted in this image view. See, this my pic has already come, which I just pasted into the drawable folder. I select OK, so it has come. I can change its size, I can make it bigger or smaller, whatever. I'll keep it as such, right? The constant I'll be just setting it out. I need two more text views. One is to supply the name of the project and the another is the developer's name. So I'll go into this text palette, drag and drop this text view, and I'll give the name as tasty street foods, and size I'll make it 30 sp. I can change the color of it. I'll make the color as, say, this one. This is a bit different color, good color, and make it bold. So this is some, and below this I need a text view which will display the developer's name, right? So I'll do what? Drag and drop this text view and drop it over here. Okay, developed by Bintu Harmani, my name, and I'll set its text size to again 30 sp, and I'll make it bold, and the color of this I'll take it something like, and I can choose any background color of this constant layout. I prefer to go with white, so I'll click on this constant layout. I'll select the background of this constant layout as white. I think this is okay. So now I have to set the constant of this. I'll click this top node and drop it over, drag it to the layout border, and the constant of it I'll set it to 180 sp, and to make it center line I'll drag and drop this left to the left border of the layout window, and here I'll drag this node to the right border of the layout window, so make it appear at the center line, and thereafter I'll just drag and drop here. I'll set the constant of this text view. I'll drag and drop over here. Distance from the bottom of this text view is 126. I'll make it 60 sp, and I'll make it center line by dragging and dropping these nodes to left and right border of the layout. Again, I'll set the constant of this in respect to this text view with the bottom of this text view, and the distance I'll make it 40 sp for this. I'll make it center line by dragging and dropping these nodes. See, this is my splash screen, right? I want that the main activity should be loaded after a couple of seconds. After displaying this splash screen for a couple of seconds, I want the main activity to be loaded, right? So I have to set certain default time. I have to hold. See, these are the steps. First, add an image to the drawable folder. We have added the tasty samosa. Add the activity. We've added the activity. Design the splash screen layout file. It is done. Set the background layout of the constant layout. We've done it. Create a styles for the splash screen. So let's go to the styles.xml. Go into this values folder. Double click on this styles.xml. These are the styles of the main activity. We'll copy it and we'll paste it. I'll change the name of this theme as splash screen theme, right? And I don't want the action bar in the splash screen, right? So I'll delete this. I'll replace it by no action bar. Okay, and if I want, I can change the color of the status bar of the splash screen. I'll change it to, say, let it be, I can change any of these colors, right? So what is the next step? Your style is created for the splash screen. Now you have to make certain changes. You have to write certain code in the splash screen activity. These are the code. These few lines will delay the main activity file. I am making the use of handler object. What is handler object? See, it schedules the messages and runnables of the thread, of the main thread. That is, it basically controls the messages in the message queue of the thread. What is a thread? Thread is the process of an app, right? It controls and holds the messages to be sent to the thread for processing. Basically, it controls the message queue of the thread, right? And other enables, okay? So what you're doing? You are invoking the post delayed method of this handler. That is, you are delaying a message, which is nothing but your main activity, to be sent to the main thread for processing. And for how many seconds you're delaying it? You're delaying it for 4000 milliseconds. That is for 4 seconds. So what you're doing? You are defining an object intent which is pointing to your main activity class. Main activity is the class which is loading your home page of the app, right? And this is the object intent which is pointing to main activity class. And by start activity, you are navigating to that intent. You are navigating to the main activity file. By finish, you are closing. You are terminating the current activity, that is the splash screen. So you are navigating to the main activity after terminating this splash screen, but after the delay of 4000 milliseconds. So that means that splash screen will be visible for 4 seconds, and after that this splash screen activity will be terminated and you will be navigated to the main activity to do the sign up and other actions on your app, right? So we need to copy this code and we'll paste it into the splash screen activity here, right? Achha, it is giving you certain errors here, right? So you have to just import certain libraries. Like if I hover over here, it's asking me to import. Which library you want to import? Android API 29 platform. Okay. It is giving you an error on intent, import its library. It has become black and the libraries are imported here. Can you see it? Intent and handler. What is the next step? Next step is to go to Android manifest file and make the splash screen activity to run first. That means it should be launched. Thereafter, we'll be navigated to the main activity. So let's go to Android manifest file. Here, it is launching the main activity. So you do one thing, you cut this area, you paste it here in the splash screen activity. So this activity, splash screen activity, will be launched first. It will become the startup activity now. And you need to apply the theme also. You need to apply, I'll just copy it here, paste it over here. And the style that you want to use is your splash screen theme. Okay, so the style of splash screen is applied and it will make the splash screen activity to be launched first. All right, from the splash screen activity we will be navigated to the main activity. Now your app is ready to run. So let's run this. This is my emulator. This is the splash screen, right? It will be visible for 4 seconds and thereafter you are navigated to the home page. So my app is running perfectly well. If you followed this lecture, please subscribe to my channel, share the video with your friends, write your comments. Thanks for watching the video.